Well, we're back at it once again, and we're going to complete the bridle and set the kite up for a pre-flight condition. What we want to do is make a loop out of a remaining piece of bridle line, which I already did, but I'm going to remove it to show you how it's done. Or no, I'll just make another one, I think. It'll be easier. I'll try to remove this. Yeah, I think I got it. So I made a loop. I just tied the line so the loop's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches long when it's finished. I used a figure-8 knot, but you can use an overhand knot. Works fine. One of the things you can do to increase the bonding of the line to one another is to use a piece of beeswax. Well, this is an old piece full of all sorts of stuff, but just rub it on the line. Paraffin will work too, but beeswax is a lot stickier, and it seems to work pretty good. Just rub it a little bit on the line you're going to be putting the knot on. Then, in order to tie this, we're going to use a lark's head knot. Again, we put the loop under the lower bridle line and bring the knot of the loop through and pull it tight, and that's then tied to the bridle, the lower bridle. Now this can be slid up and down. That's why we use this lark's head knot, because it is adjustable. And we want to move it so that when we're hanging the kite by simply this loop, the tail of the kite is touching the table, and the nose of the kite is about 2 inches off of the table. Once it's in that position, then we spread the two parts of the loop, pull them, and you can hear it kind of pop a little bit, pull it tight the other way, and that locks it in position. And that's a pretty good place to start in your first flight with a kite. Now, you may want to have the kite go a little faster after you fly it. You may want it to go a little faster. If you do, you can increase the speed a little bit by tying the bow directly to the spine. And to do that, you'll need to use your soldering iron and put a couple of holes, one on each side of the spine, right where the bow crosses the spine. And once you do that, then you'll have the option of being able to tie the two together if you want to secure them. That will give you a little bit more speed. The other thing we can do is add battens right here, which will also increase the speed a little bit. I use carbon fiber, but you can use bamboo. You can use small coffee stirring drinking straws. Almost anything that's relatively light and stiff will do the job. You can tape them on here using Scotch tape all the way along the length. It's pretty simple. I generally just put the batten right on the tape and then place the tape on the line and tape it down using my fingernails to run along the very edge to secure it, tighten it down there, use my razor blade and trim it off. So the extra tape is gone. The other thing you want to do before you fly this kite is you want to put a bend in the spine. The place to put the bend is somewhere right in this area between the nose and the wingtip line. The amount of bend you put in there should be just a little bit. It doesn't have to be very much, just enough. If this is lying flat on the table, the nose should be up about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch off the table. If that doesn't cause the kite to spin very much, you can increase the amount of bend by simply Well, what I usually do is hold the kite with the face of it against my body, and then just hold the nose and press against my body so the warmth of my body helps to bend the bamboo wherever I want it to be bent a little bit more, and that seems to do the job. And then you're ready to fly. If you've never flown a fighter kite before, you may want to put just scotch tape a streamer of a couple strands of string or anything to act as a tail to help minimize the amount of action that the kite will have. And after you get used to flying it, you cut the tail off and you're ready to go. So if you have any questions about this kite, I'm going to put the other batten on the other side here as well. I want to have a one batten kite now. And but if you have any questions, just give me an email and I'll be happy to respond and help you in any way I can. The next kite we're going to make is going to be one that will use a different technique for construction altogether, and it'll be a kite designed so that it will be a competition line touch fighter kite. It'll be a faster kite than this one, quicker maneuvering than this one, and a little bit more involved in its construction, or at least different construction technique that isn't quite as quick as this, but not difficult at all. So I hope you enjoyed this and enjoy flying your kite. Thanks.